It was interesting. I have to tell you that when the last police unit passed by City Hall, something very interesting happened. All of a sudden, I don't know how, people started attacking with stones and sticks. And it was very interesting to note that happened in an organized manner, simultaneously by a number of people. It wasn't done by a group that was bunched together, but rather as if by a line of people, the front line along a distance of around 15 or 20 meters. The attack was from that front line. I say that they were conspirators because up until then, the people had listened to our calls. Secondly, that attack was timed together, as if it was done under some sort of command. Around 30 or 40 people were trying to fight. The rest weren't letting them. That is, there was a group there. Among the thousands that had gathered, 65,000, 75,000 at that point, it was entirely possible to insert some 30 or 40 conspirators and provoke an incident. But that was not the worst thing. The worst thing was that we did not have a loudspeaker at that point in order to talk to the people. The loudspeaker that was set up near Myasnikyan's statue wasn't powerful enough to reach those people. I ran towards the police right away. Member of Parliament Myasnik Malkhasyan's brother was there too. He was also trying to stop the clash between the people and the police, and stood underneath a barrage of rocks and sticks without any means of protection. The savagery towards the police stopped from that moment. I approached his brother at the point when some of the police had already entered City Hall. I helped him. A few of us linked arms and formed a chain, trying to get the people down from the steps and keep those conspirators away from the police. We also asked the police to all get into the City Hall building and to lock the door from inside. This request was met, and the situation near the entrance to City Hall was more or less under control. I should note that during the incident at the entrance to City Hall, I saw a person whom I had seen earlier near the French embassy, and he was saying provocative things. Earlier, they had allowed me to walk through the police lines because I was a member of parliament. When I first approached the people gathered near the French embassy, I asked our citizens to stay calm and peaceful and not give in to provocation. Right away, that young man immediately twisted my words and said, "People, the member of parliament from Ժառանգություն said not to go anywhere." That was an obvious lie and a complete distortion of what I had said. I asked him to say who he was, which he did, and then I asked him the name of the party to which he belonged. He said that he was not from any party. I asked the people standing around whether they recognized him. They said no. I should also mention that he had an earphone which had a wire leading from it. I demanded that he immediately retreat from the front row because it was obvious that he wanted to set up a provocation. I saw that same young man later when he was trying to attack the police officers. I pushed him away from the entrance to City Hall and did not let him come close. At that moment, when we had already gone down a few steps from the entrance, I felt that there was a movement, as if a row of people among those gathered had moved towards the right, toward my right-hand side. Because I was higher up, I noticed that movement very quickly. I turned in that direction and saw that there were a few policemen left there. I ran towards them and tried to push away some of the people who were going to attack the first policeman. Այդ պայն արդեն երբ որ մի քանի քայլ արդեն իջել էինք շքամուտքից, զգացի որ սենց But I realized that I couldn't stop them by myself. I understood at that moment that the situation could be very dangerous for the police, and I threw myself on the policeman and covered his head and body with my own. I tried to cover the areas susceptible to serious injury, so to speak. I was lying in that position for about a minute when I felt a sharp jab from behind. At first, I did not think that they could have inflicted such a deep wound. I thought it was just a superficial cut. But I did not move so that the policeman would not suffer any more blows. To be honest, I swore a bit, thinking that that might perhaps sober the people up. I then realized that a few people were lifting me up by the arms, and though the people kept coming, there were those who were keeping them back as well. I helped the policeman up, and we took a few steps together towards the lawn of the Vivacell building. I approached the first car I saw and asked them to take us to the hospital.
Դրանից հետո արդեն զգացի, որ ինչ որ մի քանի հոգի թևերիցս բարձրացրեցին, արդեն զգացի, որ ժողովուրդն էլ է ոնց որ արդեն գալի էլի, պահողներ էլի կան ոստիկանին։ Ես էլ ոստիկանին օգնեցի ու տենց մի քանի քայլ, մոտ 10-15 քայլ տենց առաջ գնացինք ոստիկանի հետ դեպի Վիվասելի շենքի այդ կանաչ տարածքը։ Մոտեցա առաջ պատած մեքենային, խնդրեցի հիվանդանոց տեղափոխել։
Near the wine factory, in the upper section, he broke away near City Hall and got into a car. There was someone else who ran and got into the car too, and they drove at high speed, at full speed. In uniform, yes, at the people, doing about 50. A number of people, around 7 or 8, were hit by the car. They just took them to the hospital. He ran away. Stopped the car there and ran away. 2 of them. The people couldn't catch them. We were armed with plastic shields, rubber batons, and plastic helmets.
I
learned that a group of about 50 or 100 supporters were moving along Vazgen Sarkisyan Street towards the French embassy. I asked them to stop at the French embassy once they got there and not to go anywhere else, because if the police were to take action, their mildest action would be near the French embassy, in front of a foreign mission. This gathering, what we have here at this point, was the achievement of those 50 people. They are heroes. When I got here, the people, you, young guys, were excited. I understood the excitement, but excited heads cannot achieve victory. Be calm. Be calm like our leader. Please tell the people on the left side, guys, that they are doing very dangerous things. Those structures can tip over and fall on people.
Մենք այստեղ հավաքում ենք ինչքան հնարավոր է շատ մարդ։ Բ. Ստեղծել պաշտպանական դիրքեր։
We are gathering together as many people as we can here. Try to set up defensive positions so that they can't bring in any equipment like water cannons inside. But there is one request or one condition. There are other cars here, private property. We should not damage them at all. Not a single piece should be missing from them. Rocks, benches without breaking them, trash cans, whatever we can find. All of it can be used to build a barricade so that we can defend ourselves in case they attack. We are not preparing for war. The government has stooped low by taking up arms against peaceful protesters, and we have our reasons to believe that this hostile action will occur again. So I ask each of you to have something at hand for self-defense. Sticks, rocks, whatever. Third, we demand that the government bring our president here. Without our president, we will not do anything. Not a single scratch on any private vehicles, please. Not a single missing part. All of us standing here are regular soldiers, Levon Ter-Petrosyan's soldiers, and we follow Levon Ter-Petrosyan's orders alone. Levon Ter-Petrosyan told us to stand here and wait for him. We will stand here and wait for him. Nothing else that anybody says means anything to us. The President of the Republic greets you all. He welcomes your civic will and courage. At the same time, he calls upon you to remain calm and peaceful, not to do anything rash. Levon Ter-Petrosyan is currently under house arrest, and he is asking us not to leave this square. The President feels that this is the safest place now for us to be, even safer than our homes.
Մեզ հորդորում է չհեռանալ այս հրապարակից, նախագահը կարծում է, որ դա սա հիմա ամենաապահով վայրն է, որտեղ մենք կարող ենք լինել, անգամ ապահով մեր տներից։ Մեքենայի մեջ
Էսենա որ հերոստատեսյալ տալիս է որ իբր թե իրենք բենզինի շիշեր են տեսել։ Հասկացաք ում այդ գոր։ Այդ մեքենայի համարները գրեք բերեք։ Տղա ջան, այդ մեքենայի համարը բեր մենք իմանանք դա ով է, այդ որ ոստիկանն ա եղել։ Դրանցից ամեն ինչ սպասել է, մատ ուշադիր նայեք ձեր շրջապատը։ Վերցեք եւ ստուգեք։
We are obliged to do anything that Levon Ter-Petrosyan asks us to, and not to listen to anybody else. He has clearly told us we should stay here as long as necessary. We should stand here until he comes onto the stage. We here, there are many of us. He is alone. We are waiting for him, and he will come to us. We should not go to him. He will come here to us. Our job is to wait for our leader, and our job is to keep our spirits high. Fight, fight until the end. In the current situation, the State Security Service of the Republic of Armenia has warned the resigned President Levon Ter-Petrosyan that, in the interests of Levon Ter-Petrosyan's own security, his departure from this secure location could pose a danger to him, and if he leaves, the Security Service does not bear responsibility for Levon Ter-Petrosyan's security, because it cannot accompany him to illegal events.
Տունը լքելու փորձերից նշելով որ հակառակ դեպքում ծառայությունը հրաժարվում է պատասխանատվություն կրել Լևոն Տեր-Պետրոսյանի անվտանգության համար, քանի որ չի կարող իրեն ուղեկցել ապօրինի միջոցառմանը։
If Levon Ter-Petrosyan were to sign a statement himself, this is generally accepted procedure, that he does not require these security services and that he is personally responsible for his own security, the Security Service is ready to accept such a document and cease providing Levon Ter-Petrosyan with security, after which Levon Ter-Petrosyan would be free to go wherever he liked. They pretend in front of Europe that they want to resolve this issue peacefully, but we believe that the one person who can resolve it is Levon Ter-Petrosyan. He must be set free. Freedom. But if this illegal action were to continue, The president would be forced, and everything is in place for this, to declare a state of emergency.
Նույն զսպվածությունն հանդարտությունը խնդրում եմ այստեղ։ Խնդրում եմ հարգեք մեր խնդրանքը։ Մենք պարտավոր ենք քաղաքավարի ու զսպված լինել մեր քաղաքի հանդեպ։ Դրա համար խնդրում եմ զսպվածություն, շնորհակալություն։